Lee Baked, and I'm with Hazardous Material, and this is Diamonds on Neptune. Do you want to go through and say all your names really quick and what you play?
My name is Taylor, and I play guitar.
My name's Justin, I also play guitar.
My name's Zach, I was forced to play bass.
My name's Jared, I play bass, but I play drums in this band.
I play the microphone. My name is Cameron.
Alrighty, and where did you decide to get your name from?
We kind of went through
A few.
we like came up with a huge list of just like a bunch of different ones, and
They were all related to space in some way.
Yeah, well, some of them weren't, but we tried to like keep them related to space because
I was Googling space facts.
Yes.
And then I found out that it rains diamonds on Neptune.
Yeah.
Well,
and it was
no, we started with Venus.
Yeah.
We wanted to do something with Venera because that's Russian for Venus, but there was some other band that had already taken it, and they were actually
It actually rains metal on Venus.
It was like a German.
It was a German metal band.
Yeah, it was a German like post-hardcore band that had like.
Yeah.
But then I was like,
Metal
it
Venera or
rains
something.
diamonds on Neptune.
Yeah.
So I mean that's still metal as fuck. So,
That's
but
pretty
it was the only name that we were all like okay with. With all the other names, there was someone who was like, no, and then eventually we
I
came.
think
to
it just like grew on us.
I think I told them, and they were like,
It's okay.
We were like, it's okay. I was like, I don't know how well it'll ring, and then I like asked like 5 different people. They're like, yeah, no, that's pretty good. I was like, fuck, okay, let's go with that.
How did you form as a band?
this guy right here.
I was a little bit of a hoe, and I was in like 4 different bands, but none of them were doing anything. So I was like, screw this. So I had talked to Cam like 2 years ago from Kijiji or something. I posted an ad.
2 years ago?
Yeah.
Are you fucking high?
2 years ago.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's not what happened.
Yeah, no, because that's when I first joined another band called the Young Adams, and I said no to you because they had already reached out to me.
He responded to my Kijiji ad, but that was like this summer. That wasn't 2 years ago.
That was 2 years ago, and then I redug up his number this past summer, and I was like, "Hey, how is your band going?" He's like, "Oh, we broke up," and then I was like, "Oh, well, I'm looking to make something."
I thought you were somebody else, and I told you to stop fucking texting.
Yeah, he thought he sent me this super passive aggressive. No, not even passive aggressive. It was aggressive.
I was like, "You are a toxic person.
Yeah,
Stop texting me.
He said,
leave me alone."
He said, "Look, you are not going to succeed." I was like,
I thought he was some completely different guy who's been harassing me for months.
I
don't know if you remember him, but he was in our last band that I played in with him. And he harassed us for ages. And he was like, please play in my band. And I was like, leave me alone. So I confused his number for him. And I was like, fuck off. Stop talking.
And I immediately knew, I was like, I don't think I'm the same person that he's thinking
I
of.
apologize so many times. I'm like, I'm so sorry.
And I was like, yeah, so what instruments do you play again? He was like, I play drums, bass, and vocals. I was like, I need you in all of my bands for at least one of those. And then he was like, well, why don't you like abandon all those because none of them do anything and just join us? And I may have new thing. Yeah. I was like, yeah, sure. And I just ripped all my content from all the other bands and just was like, hey, him and I were in one of those bands, and we had been strung along
very stagnant.
it was close to a year, from October to July.
It was like 7 or 8 months.
We never ended up practicing once.
They went to high school together, these guys.
Yeah.
I met him in church like 6 years ago, and we weren't friends. I met him again in my last band when we were auditioning for drummers. That didn't work out, but then when I started with this band, I was like, hey buddy, what are you doing?
Well, yeah, so I was like, hey, let's go do this band, because he was like actually like working to like do stuff in it, so I was like, hey, he's worth keeping, and then naturally he dragged Zach into this, and Zach's just like, fuck, okay, I guess I'll do it.
Zach's like, I don't play bass.
What happened was Taylor texted me, and he was like, hey dude, my band needs a bassist. I write all my stuff like a guitar. You can use a pick. I don't care. You don't play bass.
You
need to play bass for us.
You're allowed to use a pick.
I was like, okay, sure, let's do it. Fuck it. I got nothing else going on, so I was down.
And your favorite place to play? What venue?
Broken City.
Yeah.
Broken City is where we played the most.
Yeah.
And
the people there are the most fun. They're more.
The same people go? So it's like
Yeah.
you're playing with your friends all the time.
Yeah.
And they're more consistently into what you're doing, and the crowd there is always super flexible to what you're playing.
So they're like your diehards.
Not yet. I don't know.
Oh,
I
we
want
see we
to
have
be.
diehards
I
yet,
for sure
but
want to be.
I would
We're
love
playing
it.
there next week.
definitely a very welcoming crowd always. So
Alrighty, and who influences your music?
Ooh.
God.
Ooh. Well, okay, so I listen to a little bit of everything, but I listen to a lot of from cringy to not
You listen to
cringy
some
metal.
cringy shit.
I listen to
He
some
listens to
very
like
cringy
Five Finger
shit.
Death Punch.
No, I used to. Now I listen to Attila. From all the way from Attila to Dance Gavin Dance.
You like Deftones.
I love Deftones.
We're huge on
and then
Deftones.
and then it's sort of what else?
For me, it's Slipknot.
Yeah.
Huge.
And
Huge
Slipknot.
on Slipknot. My Chemical Romance is the greatest band that ever lived, and they influenced me down to my very core, and all the bits in between. What about you?
You guys are silent
I
over
don't
there.
know, I listen to everything, so I just kind of pull whatever. I don't do a lot of the writing, so I just kind of throw stuff in when it looks or sounds good. And
Yeah.
something he's
I
already
always like
written.
your input though on the way
Yeah.
things sound.
Yeah.
You got a big head.
Jared, you got any influencers?
For my writing or just in
Yeah,
general?
you
Avenged
write some of our songs.
Lamb of God for sure. Avenged
Avenged.
Sevenfold, Billy
Alright,
Talent.
Avenged Sevenfold, that's where it's at.
Yeah, those are my main influences.
He
for my
writes
writing.
Avenged for
What
sure.
about you?
Well, I don't do any of the writing, but
It's okay.
what I really like right now is the Whitechapel, all the breakdowns they have, huge
Deathcore.
influence for sure. Yeah, lots of deathcore.
I also really try to shove pop punk down these guys' throats, and it
Yeah.
kind of
Blink
works.
182.
I definitely
Sure.
choke on it sometimes for sure.
Alrighty, this is kind of a good segue. If you
Okay.
could open for anybody, who would it be?
Ooh.
Holy
For me, it would be Slipknot for
Mm.
sure.
Yeah?
Honestly, I'm trying to think of probably one of the most hyped shows I've ever been to, and this fits into the cringy category, Hollywood Undead. Because they have such an audience that's just into so much different music, and I think that's people at their shows are just their songs are easy for people to latch onto in a way, and that's why they have so many specific songs that have resonated with people, and so people are having a good time the whole time they're playing because they know pretty much all of the songs that they play, and so I've found that to be one of the best concerts for me and my friends who are all into different bands than me. So it's I think that's one that I would want to do.
What about you, Justin?
That's hard. I have to think about that. There's
They have to still be a band, you know.
Yeah.
Can't be broken up.
we can't pick brand
it's
new
a bunch of
RCR.
dead people. Okay.
Beetle.
We're all dead. Only 2 of them are dead.
Okay.
2? I don't know.
2 out of 4 ain't bad.
Anyone?
Would it be Gavin? Would it be?
Maybe. Might be Dance Gavin Dance. They'd be up there.
That'd be fun, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they have super energetic shows and everything. So.
Yeah?
What about you? Zach?
I'd be down to open for Chelsea Grin.
Really?
That'd be.
But they have a new vocalist. Do we really like them anymore?
It'd still be fun.
Can
to
they
play
still
with.
sit with us?
They can definitely still sit with us. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Can a band that's bigger than us sit with us?
Jared?
Jason Richardson?
Yeah, for normal bands, I'd say Billy Talent or Avenged Sevenfold, but there's a local band called Shark Infested Daughters who
Oh,
I'd
yeah.
love to open for.
We
Yeah.
suck their dicks.
I've opened for them with a couple of my other bands, but with this band, I think we'd really fit in that crowd.
Yeah, it'd be a really good crowd. To
I like
get
them
good
so much.
exposure
Yeah.
for sure.
Alright.
Dan's a really cool guy.
That's pretty awesome. My favorite question, upcoming shows, because I know where you're playing.
We're playing 2.
We're playing Rockin' for Dollars this Wednesday. It's BJ's birthday, so he wants bands to do covers of songs from the year that he was born.
Woodstock.
That was Woodstock.
Born.
That's the Woodstock
He
edition.
wasn't born in
Yeah,
'99.
He was born in 99?
Wait, what did I say?
The year he was born. 99?
Yeah?
He's
Oh,
not
wait, sorry.
20.
Oh,
Woodstock edition 1999.
yes.
Yeah.
There we go.
I thought that was what it was.
And then the 15th, on the Friday,
Big boy show.
we're opening for the Kodiak,
Yeah. Sick band from Vancouver.
Yeah.
and some other bands are playing.
Yeah, we're playing with Bayonet.
Yeah,
After
that
the
Crutch.
Prophet and the Crutch.
Those guys.
Alrighty. If you were on a deserted island, who would survive out of you?
Definitely not Taylor.
Yeah. I'm a little bitch.
Taylor's dead immediately.
I'm a little bitch.
Justin's really smart. I think
I
he'd be fine. Yeah.
He like silently listens, or he just silently sits there and collects information from what's going on around him,
I
so
think
that
he'd
he
be
can
fine,
apply it later in the most backhanded way.
It's like, all right, which one of you am I gonna save for last?
So
Which one of you am I gonna eat?
I would just walk myself into the ocean.
Accept fate immediately.
Dad is ripping off all your clothes. Just like, Dad, take me.
Yeah, I think I would do that well. I think Justin would do well.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Alrighty. So, the
Sick.
perfect
I
murder
would.
weapon and why?
Perfect murder.
An amp cable at a show.
What?
If you choke them with an amp cable, why would anyone think that it's any, like?
Suspiciously good.
Okay.
I just thought of that. I genuinely.
Did
just
you
thought
now?
The silent one in the corner, that's the one I want the answer from the most.
The perfect what?
Murder weapon.
And why?
Just in general.
Just in general?
Just
I mean, he
perfect
could
murder
use his
weapon.
drumsticks.
My fist.
His fist, yeah. That's a good one.
Or
Alright.
just squash
My deep
body.
emotional problems. Just relay it onto people, and then they walk themselves
The
into
perfect
the
murder weapon? Depression.
Yeah, that's true.
Pretty good.
No one's.
It's effective.
No one saw that one coming.
Zach,
effective,
you
no
got one?
evidence.
What?
You got one?
I'd say depression. No one sees it coming. It just. That's it.
Alrighty, let's wrap this up here. Thank you for joining me with Hazardous
Yeah.
Material, and this again is Diamonds on Neptune.